Hi, I'm Jen, owner of Jennifer McNeil Photography, and today I'm going to show you how I would wrap a baby in order to keep her more comfortable for a longer duration during the session. This works especially good with really fussy babies. So what I would do is, for purposes of the shoot, I'm using the stand-in baby. And I have my box full of everything that's prepped to wrap her in so that I don't have to pick her up, move her around as much as I would need to if something was further away. So right now, baby is completely undressed. She might have a diaper on, that's fine. And I would start with my thinnest wrap and put that one on underneath everything else. This wrap is quite wide, but try to make it a little more thin, top to bottom, so that it can fit between her hips and her armpits. And just tuck it over underneath her so that it's nice and secure. And then she just has a band on her belly. From there, I make sure that the back layer is going up over her shoulders. And then comes around to cradle her hips and legs up into a womb-like position. Basically wrap this around her a couple times. This little egg wrap. And with the very end, this is what I'm going to end up photographing with her out like this, but because I'm going to put another layer on, I'm going to tuck her feet in and use that last tail to just go over and make a nice flatter surface than if her legs were sticking out. And for now I am still leaving her little hands out because I want those in the final wrap. So this is what we have with our first wrap before we're going to put on the second one. Second one, I'm using another thin wrap. We don't want to add too much thickness because we want to see the baby size as much as possible. I am going to do this one a little bit different so that not only are we having a different wrap in the photo, but we're also having a different way that it's wrapped, so it looks completely different. And so for this one, I folded the wrap in half to find the middle point, and then I have her laid on the very middle. And I'm going to do a simple twist. Bring the two edges up and twist it like so. A little bit of the dark color is coming through because this is a light color on a darker color. That's okay. I'm going to use, I'm going to double it up so that you can't see it as much, and then obviously in post I can edit that a bit. So then I wrap that behind her again. You might have to adjust things along the way. And sometimes there's enough to do that twist again. Sometimes I just tuck it under so that we have one twist on the top and then a smoother finish on the bottom. So then she's all wrapped up there. And you can see that twist, so it looks a little different than one that would just be wrapped plain. And when I'm shooting, I can actually change that around a little bit and get some different looks. And then lastly, I would take a thicker one that I can do some different things with. I'm draping this one across her diagonally, and it mostly covers her, but we're going to do a little crisscross. So it comes around the back. And then up and across over her other shoulder, like so. And this wrap is really long. Most wraps aren't that long, but what's nice about the super long ones is that you have this extra tail, and I can do a bunch of different things with it. I can gather it and leave it in the photo like so, or I can bring it across her, tie a little knot, do a twist here. Leave the fringe in on this wrap to add some texture. And her hands are still up top, so I will just, when I am setting her up in a prop or on the beanbag, make sure those hands are out so I can see her little fingers. Sometimes they suck them back down into the swaddle, and that's okay. You can do some photos with them inside, and then you can work to wiggle them out. So basically this is going to be the first look that we photograph, completely swaddled up. And like I said, I might untie this and leave it dangling on the side for a different look. Then I would take the wrap off completely, do some photos in the yellow that are underneath, and she's not going to wake up during that transition because she's still swaddled and she's still in the same position. I can roll her to the side and do some different angles with that, and then unwrap the yellow and work down to the green, the dark green, which I would photograph in the final way that I showed you, completely covered in the front, then uncovered so that you can see her feet and legs. And then I would work down to have nothing on, might put her on her belly and slowly take that wrap off so that we don't disturb her. And of course along the way each time we have a different headband to add to the look. So this would go on with the light green. And then we have a different one for the yellow and a different one for the dark green, so it completely changes the look. And I can put her in a different prop or on a different color backdrop with a beanbag, hand her off to an assistant or a parent to hold her in between, and she's not going to come out of the wrap because she is securely wrapped in each layer. And that's how we do the wrap to make an easy transition for baby.